Would you classify this as a witty comedy?
I don't know what you mean by that.
What do you mean? Like the humor wasn't slapstick, so it's not slapstick comedy, and it wasn't
There was some slapstick.
like somebody was telling the actual joke. It was their quips from their personality. You know what I mean?
But there was slapstick in there too.
Well, oh, because of the penguins?
Yeah, the
That's
octopus,
not really slapstick.
the Egyptian tomb.
There has to be another name for what that was. That's not slapstick. I thought they had to involve physical.
Those are physical gags. So, do I think the comedy in the movie was witty? Yeah. But you
I
were
thought
saying
there was a
witty,
genre.
witty comedy. Like I have never heard
It's
somebody
not a
say
thing.
that as
Exactly.
a
I was
subgenre
asking
of comedy.
what is a subgenre? What is a subgenre for this type of comedy? You said it's slapstick, and I don't agree with that. I feel like there has to be another word that has to deal with the word.
No, I wouldn't describe it. I'm just saying there was also slapstick.
Okay, so besides the slapstick, because you wouldn't categorize it as slapstick, what would you categorize it as? What kind of comedy?
It's,
Just basic?
yeah, it's just a comedy. I don't know
Like
if
it's
I
not
would.
satirical? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's all over the shop. It's a broad comedy.
Broad. Okay.
But it's, you know, based on a play, apparently.
Yes.
And that shows it all takes place in one setting, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
So, theatrical comedy. I mean, it's dialogue driven. I
Yes.
don't know. It's just an old timey comedy. Well, so you would describe it as a witty comedy?
I'm not saying that's the best name for it. I'm saying there has to be a genre with the name that I don't know exists that I will file it under, and the best I could do.
I feel like there's
is
no
witty.
way to present that to somebody and not sound
Crazy?
totally pretentious.
Pretentious.
Oh, you must view this witty comedy.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't call it
The
that.
Man Who Came to Dinner. What a witty comedy it is.
I wouldn't call it that out loud.
But you just said you would classify it as that.
Yes, but it's not like I'm to convince somebody to see it. I wouldn't be like, you have to see this witty comedy. I don't even talk like that. I'll just be like, it's good. Trust me.
Okay, so then where this makes this seem
I was
further out of left
curious.
field.
I was curious because so this comedy and His Girl Friday from 1940 with Cary Grant and Rosalind Russell. Again, this isn't the best word. That is another witty comedy. That's another one I would classify it as.
Black and white. Black and white.
Welcome to Black and White Movie Night. I'm Black.
I'm White.
And I'm Brittany.
I'm Brendan.
And today we're discussing The Man Who Came to Dinner from 1941.
From December 1941.
Yes, it was. So between the two of us, I'm the one who likes much, much older films. I'm talking 30s, 40s, and 50s. So this was my pick.
Just like Die Hard was your pick.
You know what? I do have a soft spot for, well, that's not quite 90s. No, late 80s. Some of the movies, not action, but like they dramas. I kind of fuck with those too.
Like Steel Magnolias.
Yep.
The
Exactly.
only example that you ever offer.
Stop. Don't make me die. Listen, I have to look at like
You've never seen
maybe
Terms of
Goodbye
Endearment?
Girl. No. Or maybe it was Goodbye Girl 70s. I don't know. Anyway, really though, if I saw a list of movies from the 80s, I believe in the drama, comedy, genre. and some
Witty
comedy.
drama.
And some comedy. Like, I feel like I have quite a few I like from there.
So it was a very successful play before it was developed.
700
It was
and
a
something
Broadway
runs.
play.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we saw the little TCM breakdown.
I went to the page. They've updated their website. I'm not
Turner
sure.
Classic Movies.
Yeah, but anyway, I was trying to go see their storyline of the film because it's usually there. Oh yeah, and it had all the different intros by the hosts, different hosts over the years. So there were like 4 or 5 different intros.
Oh,
I
for the
didn't
same movie?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to listen. I'm sure they
Dang,
shared
we should've
different
watched all of
stories.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it said 700 plus Broadway performances, and that they tried to get other Hollywood people to play the role.
So yeah, Betty Davis,
Sheridan Whiteside.
Betty Davis wanted Barrymore. Can't remember which one.
Lionel.
I don't know which one she wanted. But
John.
didn't I just say I don't remember which one she wanted?
Yeah, but sometimes hearing it out loud, you can click it into place.
I said Barrymore. That's the name I remember. But apparently how long he had been drinking had started to take its toll on his memory, and the studio didn't want to risk hiring him. So Monty Woolley reprised his role from the
Well, so they also
play.
went after Orson Welles.
Cary Grant was in one of the people listed as well.
And so the movie starts, and the entire thing is 4:3. I guess they must have shot a lot of stuff in that aspect ratio back then.
You got to help me out.
It looks boxy, like how TVs used to be shaped.
Yeah, but not an envelope, not a letterbox, an actual square.
Close to square.
Okay.
4:3. Like those are the ratios of the sides.
Duh. Okay, what are you saying? You think they used to shoot a lot of stuff in 4:3 back then?
You're the one who's more familiar with that time period for movies.
Yeah, but
so
I can't recall stuff like that.
Do you recall movies, like picturing them in your mind? Are they boxed like that?
I've seen a letterbox, but maybe I'm making that up.
So maybe it was an artistic choice.
I don't know. So this was the screenplay. I've probably been saying written by for most of these episodes, and I realized that is a different credit according to the Writers Guild. So screenplay by Julius J. Epstein. One of the sources I found online said also Philip G. Epstein, but he wasn't on IMDb, so I don't know. Moss Hart and George S. Kaufman. So if you're a fan of old films, you'll recognize Moss Hart because he did A Star is Born with Judy Garland in 1954. And Epstein had a bunch, just really quickly. Casablanca, Arsenic and Old Lace. You've seen that. Mr. Skeffington, Send Me No Flowers, Light in the Piazza. So I guess I'm a fan.
Would you describe Arsenic and Old Lace as a witty comedy?
No. That slapstick somewhat.
Madcap?
Oh, that's a nice word for it. A madcap comedy. Yes.
Screwball?
Yes.
Zany?
I already knew Screwball. Zany?
I think Arsenic and Old Lace was also in 4:3, if I'm remembering correctly. The movie that took 2 years to watch.
It was directed by William Keighley, or would you pronounce it Keighley?
I don't know how it's spelled.
Keightley.
Keightley.
Ley.
Keighley, I would guess.
So Monty Woolley, like we said, played Sheridan Whiteside. You know where you know him from? Another Christmas movie. Is your hint for you?
Yeah, It Happened One Night.
That's not a Christmas movie. That's a newspaper and Rich Girl on the Run.
No, I don't remember.
The Bishop's Wife.
Oh, okay.
What role was he? What was he? What was his profession?
He was the professor.
Which he really was in real life too. We have Ann Sheridan.
He was really funny in that too, if I'm remembering right.
Not really.
As the professor in The Bishop's Wife?
You thought he was funny?
I thought I remembered in one scene maybe.
When his cup kept refilling? Oh, I don't know. Ann Sheridan plays Lorraine Sheldon. Betty Davis is Maggie Cutler, his secretary. Oh, and I didn't say.
Sheridan's secretary.
Yes. Lorraine Sheldon is just a friend of Mr. Whiteside's. He has a lot of friends. So he's a radio personality. And when we meet him in the movie, he's on a cross-country lecturing tour, and he's stopping in the fictional town of Massilia, Ohio. While he's there, he's going to attend a dinner in his honor at the Stanley House. And as he's entering and going up the stairs are icy, I believe. Yeah, it's
Well,
winter.
no.
No?
On the approach to the house, is he talking to Maggie? He's talking to somebody
The
about
wife.
what he's doing.
The wife calls out to him about Eleanor Roosevelt or whatever, and he's heading into the house. And he turns around to say something to her, and he slips back.
No, but before that, he's talking to someone. He's saying these Midwest barbarians, and he's shit talking them.
Yes, he's talking. That's Betty Davis when he's on the train coming down the steps.
Yeah, okay.
I was just giving an overview of the movie.
Like, wait a minute. He has a lot of funny lines when he's on the approach to that.
Okay.
I don't remember. Do they have cards that come up and say he's getting 50? But is it just in conversation that he's saying, I get $1,500 a lecture?
It's in conversation.
Okay. So he's shit talking where they're at. He's saying that they're Midwest barbarians.
Yeah.
And saying that he has several contagious diseases.
Wait, who does he say that to? Some women who are staring at the depot?
I don't remember. I just remember this transition. This is
I
all
think
during
they were
the
trying to
transition while
take
they're
pictures
getting
of
to
him
the
outside
house.
of the train as he was descending, maybe. So yeah, he's with his secretary, Maggie Cutler. And she's telling him to play nice. They descend the train. They meet their host. I think she's part of a book club or something there, a ladies club or something. But yeah, he's stopping to give a lecture in that town. And Maggie has had him agree to eat dinner at the Stanley residence. So they go there. He's walking up the steps, but the wife says something to him. I think she's just touting the town and how nice it is. And he turns to talk to her and he slips and falls. And they have to carry him in the house because he's screaming like he's in a lot of pain.
And this fall could be considered slapstick.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one little part.
It's a pratfall. It's a bad fake fall, too. It doesn't look like a fall that would hurt anybody. So now we're in the Stanley house.
Mm-hmm. We can hear the doctor, though, through a door, right? About we can't risk moving him.
Yeah, I mean, everything progresses forward via the dialogue just incessantly as the movie continues. It was kind of more rewarding. I definitely enjoyed it more this time even than watching it for the first time. For me, a year ago.
It gets better to me every time.
Yeah, because it's moving a mile a minute, and especially after having just recently watched Uncut Gems and now Marty Supreme and seeing how well delivered all of the dialogue and the progression of everything in this movie is, and it's just a nonstop onslaught and barrage. Like if it's blink and you'll miss it.
But wait,
jokes and
how are you comparing them to Marty Supreme and Uncut Gems?
Because those both try to carry that same momentum where it's just
okay.
like,
I thought you were saying that because you saw those recently, your muscle to keep up with the fast dialogue had been exercised, so it was easier to keep up or something.
No.
Okay.
Just likening the rapidity of the pace of.
So yeah, since you already brought this up, I was like, imagine how many of the jokes we missed though, because they were like referring to relevant stuff at the time. And I was like, so all those references that went over our head, those are probably really funny. And yeah, I was just thinking there's no way they go so fast I don't get every joke. Like I have to watch it multiple times just to really.
I mean, some of the jokes are dated references to things that we don't have a concept of anymore.
Like what?
Just brands of stuff.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I just said. They
trapped like a rat in this cheese box. Do you have a cheese box?
People have cheese boxes in their fridge, I think. I don't know. Is it cheese? I don't know.
I believe you, but if somebody lined up a bunch of stuff on the counter, they're like, pick out the cheese box.
Okay.
Or draw a cheese box from memory.
Okay, no,
I would not be.
No,
I would have no.
But I just said that. I said we missed a lot of jokes because they reference current stuff.
Yeah.
Does that not fall under this?
You mean stuff that was current at the time?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you didn't say that though.
Well, why would I say current stuff? You thought I meant stuff from 2025?
It just
okay.
Was
but yes,
confusing
I agree.
phrasing.
We missed a lot because of the time references. But
tell me how much I missed.
the movie is dated because of that, but I don't think the jokes are dated. Does that make sense? Like they still play in 2025.
No, it's a lot of very just traditional
okay.
joke writing. It's
So broad
insult comedy. Yeah.
Insult. I like that the best so far. Insult comedy, but not in a rude way.
It's pretty deliberately rude at times.
Yeah, but it's not
sure.
like hurt your feelings. It's more the.
It is him actively trying to hurt people's feelings.
No, everybody has a little tick personality, a little witty. Because even Maggie, when she's talking to Lorraine, because Lorraine says, I love to get my hands on your hair. And she said, Lorraine, I love to get my hands on yours. That's not rude. Anyway, I feel like it's more playful, biting, or banter than anything.
So
I think he does it in
a way where people aren't offended because perceivably in the situation they're too dumb to understand what he's saying, so they don't understand. Is that what you mean?
No, I didn't. But
like they don't get their feelings hurt because they don't understand the joke, and he knows he can make the joke without them understanding it, so they'll be okay.
I didn't even think about that. That makes him very rude. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe a lot of jokes did go over people's heads in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, as well as mine.
I mean, it's very well written. It's very densely written.
Yeah.
So it's almost by design. It's tough to keep up with something that somebody sat and prepared and wrote, and then you're having to absorb it all in real time.
Yeah.
So a lot of the best movies have the rewatch value because of their construction. Like you can't possibly get it all the first time. Just like when you analyze a book in school and you're underlining in color, blocking,
color coding.
Yeah, and highlighting motifs throughout the book. And I remember thinking that a lot. Like I'm sure in certain situations it definitely is consciously constructed by some writers, but I remember always thinking at the time, like, there is no way somebody sat and was like, this word is going to be this motif and this word is
you have to
things
do
that arise naturally from the way the author writes, or I don't know.
Oh wait, so you don't think there's any intentionality in it at all?
No, that's absolutely not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, to the degree with which things are deconstructed, I doubt it was always through conscious decision making that motifs and all those things arose from it. I think a lot of that just arises naturally in the people who are good writers.
But there are also authors who go back and try to layer stuff in.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I feel like that would be more common. I don't know which scenario would be more common.
So he's fallen.
Yes.
He can't get up.
Yes. And this is November 26th. So it's like the day before Thanksgiving when he falls, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Because he's there a while. Weeks.
Yeah. Yep.
All the way up to Christmas.
And I swear I hear the doctor say you won't be able to move him for 4 weeks or something. And I'm thinking, I guess to give it weight, like he absolutely would have left if he was, before he got involved in their lives, if he was able to. Like he wouldn't have wanted to been in their house.
So this guy, Sheridan Whiteside, beyond insulting like the places where he's at, he's this big personality, like a nonstop, diabolically long-winded.
Diabolical?
Yeah, because he's...
That makes it sound so horrible. Like I would enjoy, it's going to sound weird. I would enjoy being insulted by him, if you know what I mean. I just would like to see what he comes up with.
See, this is, especially having just recently discussed Marty Supreme and how you talk about how annoying it was that he's just wearing people down and overpowering them conversationally. And this character is doing exactly that.
This is a good
throughout the movie.
That's so neat that you noticed that. I hadn't given it any thought till you said that, but surely. Oh, so you like Marty? I don't even know I'm asking you this. surely you see enough differences between their characters so you can understand why I prefer his attitude to Marty's.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is another side of that.
He's more witty.
That is really interesting connection there. Appreciate it. It never would have occurred to me. Okay, but wait, before you move on, now I have to quickly analyze why I prefer him to Marty.
Maggie softens him around the edges throughout the movie,
Yeah.
so she shapes his character for you to
Feel-
like him.
okay.
You see his connection to her.
Nice. Good.
She's a
Good
grounding
job.
element.
You know what? We should have had a
him.
group paper and Miss. Oh, you weren't in the same class as me, Miss McAllister's class.
No.
But we didn't do group papers in there anyway. But I would have enjoyed that.
So he's a big bloviating.
Oviated. I don't know what that means.
Like
It sounds big, blubbery, loud.
I don't know.
Obnoxious.
He's an intellectual and he's verbose,
Okay.
and he tries to be commanding through his intellectualism. He has
Okay.
a superiority.
Yes.
Kind
yes,
of.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a complex. That's just his disposition.
Mhm.
Is chin up and I don't have time for you. You're not
You're wasting
on
my
my
time.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have to gift you with my presence type.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So now he's effectively laid up at the Stanleys, and he's occupying part of their house and threatening all the while to sue Mr. Stanley for $150,000. He keeps repeating this, which I don't know. In
Oh, I
1941,
was gonna look it up. I gotta know.
the conversion has to
at
be
least $1 million.
I mean, I would imagine it's probably more than that.
Oh, I so meant to look that up. I can't believe I forgot.
I mean, he's getting $1,500 a lecture. So he overtakes their whole house instantly, and we're just becoming apprised of things. And even Mr. Stanley is protesting, but he's basically saying, "I'm staying here. I'm suing you, and there's nothing you can do about it."
3,307,000.
Okay.
Wow. I guess that's normal now. I don't know. I sort of missed everything you just said. You knew I was looking that up and it was important to me.
No, that's fine. I was trying to bridge the gap while you were looking it up. He takes over the Stanley's house. He's having telegrams and packages, wheelchairs getting set up for him.
Convicts visiting, all kind of friends popping in, interfering with the kids.
He sends somebody out for cigarettes.
Yes, he asked for some and the wife. Okay, so
Metropolitan Club cigarettes, which they must have predated Marlboros, but been after Lucky Strikes. I don't know.
So everyone's buzzing about the house because Whiteside is about to come out of the room for the first time since he's been injured at their house. He mentions the cigarettes, and the wife, Miss Stanley, sends her son.
Okay. I
It's
don't
John.
think I wrote the kids' names down.
Judy. Shit.
That sounds right.
I wrote it somewhere. Anyway, the son offers to go out and get him the cigarettes for him because they're all excited to meet him. They've heard how great he is, and they know him from his radio personality.
Winston Churchill calls their house.
He says he knows Eleanor Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm. He name drops like a bastard throughout
Yeah,
this
it was
entire movie.
Vanderbilt. One of the Vanderbilts gets mentioned, maybe by.
And he's
Lorraine.
talking to Churchill, and he's saying, "I'm trapped like a rat in this cheese box." And he's saying, "I'm suing you for $150,000." He starts rattling off his list of demands of everything that he's gonna need. He's taking over what's basically like
lower level.
Yeah. He's saying, "I sleep until noon, so I can't be disturbed until then." And he has the entire downstairs.
Don't
of the
take
house.
any calls. You don't have anybody call you on this phone. Don't walk through here. They was like, but our bedroom's upstairs. He was like, you're welcome to go to a hotel. And the wife, when she's first excited about meeting him, she's made him cow's foot jelly. You heard of that? I mean, I know about gelatin, but just straight out in the open.
I think that's what head cheese
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
That
from-
like congealed. eyeballs and shit.
I
don't know what's
wonder
in
if
there.
I like the taste of these crazy things. If it was a blind taste test, But as soon as they told me what it was, like, I would have the urge to gag.
Am I the only one who suffers the gross inadequacies of the human race?
Does he say that about Miss Preen or just before that or what?
Oh, I don't know. Then the doctor comes in and leaves a manuscript. And this is like Arsenic and Old Lace, the cop, was trying to get
Be a
him.
writer.
Yeah, get him to read his stuff.
Miss Preen is his nurse. I want to say, dang, I hope I'm not getting this wrong.
She's funny. She just
This
looks
is her
funny.
debut role, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, she went on to become a very beloved character actress.
Deservedly
Anyway,
so. She's great.
I have big feet for my height, and my aunt has always called my feet boats. And he made a joke to her about her feet. He was like, "Move those canal boats out of my way" or something. I don't know. Why is that a common joke for big feet?
Boats?
Yeah.
It's common because your aunt and this woman in a movie from 1941.
Yeah, that's strange. You don't think that's strange? You never heard of it though?
I mean, maybe. I don't. It's not making me remember anything.
I thought I had missed out on some common knowledge, and I was excited to be caught up to the rest of the world.
I didn't even write it down from this, so it didn't strike me in any way.
Okay, all right.
So we get Harriet Stanley's sister comes into the house, and she brings in a bush or some kind of plant, and Whiteside recognizes her. He's like, oh, I've seen her before. Where do I know her from?
And he has some correspondence. He mentions the Duchess of Windsor, Schiaparelli, who's a fashion designer.
Addis Ababa, Adaba. He's listing all the New Year's Eve guests. You think all of them are real people?
Well, the two I listed are all of them, probably, maybe.
Because he listed a bunch. And then we get him calling Lotus Blossom. She's calling him Sherry Dear.
Yeah.
This is, what's her character's real name?
Lorraine Sheldon.
Lorraine.
So, and just in case we haven't mentioned, it's been 2 weeks since he's been out of the room, since he first got injured. And the pills that Miss Preen gives him, one every 45 minutes, what in the world kind of medicine is that? That's all. I thought that was strange.
Cocaine wasn't even a controlled substance back then, I don't think.
So Lorraine is on the phone with him saying she's in Palm Beach and she hasn't been able to find a play. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I have a joke written that the Stanleys arrested for peddling dope.
Yeah. He says that what does he say that? He says it to somebody.
He's saying it jokingly, talking about trying to get them in trouble.
We forgot to mention at the train station, we get our first look at the newspaper man from town, newspaper owner as well, Bert Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. Everyone refers to him in the town as the newspaper man. They say, "Hey, newspaper man."
Please, it's going to come back around because
he works for the Massalia Journal. He's the writer, Bertram H.
And also the owner. It was his father's paper, maybe grandfather as well.
Why is he there? He's milling around.
He's getting an interview. He asked for an interview at the train station and he tricked him out of $1.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
To pay the taxi. That's right.
Yeah. So he's asking for his $1 back. And Whiteside has Maggie write a check for $1. Can you imagine?
Yeah, and then he asks about staying for lunch, and he takes the check back saying that it'll cost $1 to stay for lunch.
Yeah, and during the lunch, or because of the lunch, we were learning that he's the foremost authority in the country on murder and murder trials. Because the lunch guests he's having will be convicts.
Yeah, and he says something about he starts eating, somebody offers him candy, or he's eating candy, and somebody says something to him about the candy, and he's like, "My grandmother ate a box of candy every day."
Miss Preen. he offers Jefferson some, and Miss Preen is walking out as he's doing that, and he was like, "That's bad for." She's like, "That's bad for you," and then he tells, "What does he say now?" My grandmother, what?
Ate a box of candy every day, and she lived to be 103 years old.
Oh God, he's so stupid. I wonder how much. I know, I love it. He's so hyperbolic too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I would probably be miserable in his presence, but when I left, I brag that I liked him. Like I would adore him in private.
For lunch with the prisoners, they're having chicken livers tetrazzini.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea? No idea at all what that could be.
Say it again.
Chicken livers tetrazzini.
I've heard the word tetrazzini before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe it's a memory from this. From a long time ago. I don't know.
Sure it's not, because it sounds like Tetris.
No, I wasn't very good at Tetris.
But you know the name.
Yeah. I would like to play that, you know?
We'd like to play it now.
Yeah. Really, I could pull it up online somewhere.
I can say.
So
can't be a lot standing in your way.
During lunch, there's a octopus delivery from William. Is it Beebe or BB? He was a real life adventurer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hope I'm not making that up. I know I'm not. I can't.
And there's a bunch of Chinese people at the house.
Yeah, Asian men. What is he? Why are they there? I forgot.
It's just nonstop, mile a
Yeah.
minute, people talking in the background. The next note that I have is Maggie and Bertram skating.
Yeah, they're ice skating. And how neat. I would have loved to have a sweet hot potato to eat to warm up. That seems sweet.
For 5 cents.
Yeah.
With a pineapple glace.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I have the hot sweet potato.
Yeah? Oh, you mean you wrote down?
Yeah, but also I feel like I never see you eat sweet potatoes.
You don't, but I
sweet
do
potatoes.
like them. I do like them. But you're right. I hardly ever.
See, I'm picturing us in the same situation and the sweet potato vendor going by and me looking at you and asking if you want one and you shaking your head no.
Please.
Bert has a play he wants to read to Maggie.
Yes.
So he doesn't just write for the paper. He's also a playwright in his spare time.
You can ice skate without hurting yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could hurt myself.
If you try, what do you mean? You sure you can hurt yourself?
Yeah, like I'm not great on skates.
Can you do
but I could...
turns like a quick? Can you do anything special?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I could stand on them and move forward, and
I went one time and I couldn't even do that. I fell, and I haven't been back since. And this was like 2002.
And that's the only time you've ever been ice skating?
Terrifying. I didn't even have roller blades. Like I like the 4-wheel skates. You know what I'm talking about? I need to feel like I got a good base.
And when was the last time that you roller skated?
I don't know. I used to go to a roller skating ring. Skating ring. How do you say it?
Yeah, skating rink.
Yeah. Well, you looked at me crazy like I said it wrong.
You were saying it strangely. You were speaking strangely.
All right, buddy.
So you want to try it again?
No.
Give it a shot?
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Too big now. Big.
You're not too good on your regular feet.
So the kids come into the house.
Weak trunk attack. You'd be in real trouble. He's yelling, Miss Preen?
What, to get the door? No. What's he yelling at Miss Preen for?
He's always yelling her name. Yes.
He really is.
For
So the
every
kids
little
come
thing.
in and they try to sneak by him because when he first came out, he was rude to the entire family. So they haven't talked to him or interacted with him at all. So he pretends to be sleeping and they try to sneak past him. But then he was like, "Get over here, you two." He was like, "We got off on the wrong foot and you probably heard some things about me, but it's not true. I'm really nice," or something like that.
Yeah, he's like deliberately winning over the kids.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Oh, so all this is a long plan of revenge?
Yeah, he moves in and he's trying to reset the entire ecosystem to cater to his wants and needs.
Oh, yeah. And at one point, he told the cook, he was like, Miss Stanley would have her tray upstairs. And then Miss Stanley turns to the cook and she's like, I will have my tray upstairs. I was like, bitch, it's your house.
Yeah, he takes over the butler and the maid or
Sarah.
whoever. Yeah, he wins them over too. Then the weird sister comes back
Harriet.
again, and she's bidding goodbye to him and saying, happy, happy dreams to you. And he has this cockeyed look that he gives.
Well, she brings in an album too. And flips to she was like, I hope these are cherished memories like they are for me. And she flips it to a picture and talks a little bit and flips it closed and runs back up the stairs. But as I was saying, when the kids come in, they mentioned that they saw Maggie skating with Bert Jefferson that's not a skating rink. Ice at the lake. What you call that?
Yeah, the pond. I don't know.
Public
Pond where you can ice skate.
I know there has to be a name.
Outdoor skating rink. I don't know.
People call it up there, up north. So we get a glimpse of Jefferson reading his play to Maggie, and she absolutely loves it. She says she'll recommend it to Kit Cornell, who's a actress, we're assuming. Yes, she is. She's a Broadway actress like Lorraine. Her and Lorraine are sort of rivals. So when Maggie comes in,
back.
yeah, because he's been checking his watch. And he calls her cow eyes and simpering sapino? I don't know what that means, but like, dang. But you've heard the song Betty Davis Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know whose version I really like?
No.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
From what? Duets?
Mm-hmm. And her song Cruising Together. Oh, that's my favorite version. It's like, okay, Gwyneth. I forgot all about that.
Gwyneth fan.
I really did like her covers.
And her Marty Supreme performance.
Okay, becoming a fan in my old age.
I'll get you her
Well,
vagina
no, I always like
candle
those
for
songs.
your birthday.
You'll give me what? A vagina candle? Why would I got a vagina to smell if I wanted to?
Yeah,
I
but
can't
you like
be the target
lighting
market.
candles.
Huh?
They were all
lighting
sold
candles.
out. I doubt they
That's
made
so
them
insane
again
to me.
anyways.
That's crazy.
And they weren't like $20 Yankee candles either. They were like $100.
Wow.
They were expensive candles.
Wow.
But yeah, you have your own vagina to smell. You're right.
So Maggie comes in and she asks if he'll send the play to Cornell so she can read it.
She says you're behaving like Winnie the Pooh, or he says she's behaving like Winnie the Pooh.
She said you wrote that right here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she says, here I am. She didn't say middle age. She says, here I am old and acting like Winnie the Pooh, and I love it. She was just talking about being cutesy with newspaper men. Anyway, one of them says, but Maggie says she's in love, acting like Winnie the Pooh, and she loves it. Whiteside is going to lose an excellent secretary, and she's going to marry him, but he doesn't know it yet. Talking about Bert. She's been working for him for 10 years, and she warns him. She says, don't pull any tricks on me, Big Lord Fauntleroy. Why that name sound familiar?
I wrote down Big Lord Fauntle Roy, and you said, where do I know that name?
Wait a minute. I asked you to wait. When we were watching the movie, I asked you the same exact question. At least you know I don't be faking stuff. You know what I mean? That should make you feel great. Because when I forget stuff and then I remember my reaction is exactly the same. That's interesting. The exact same words, Brendan.
Where do I know that name? BB, where do I know that name?
Well, where do I know that name? Do you know?
Little Lord Fauntleroy is the more common thing, but I don't know what that's a reference to. I don't know if it's a book. I don't know if it's a real guy, but I've heard Little Lord Fauntleroy. And it's mostly, I think, from childhood, maybe from cartoons, from Looney Tunes or something, maybe like, oh, look at Little Lord Fauntleroy.
So that means it got to be a
like
real person.
Fancy pants. Kind of, I guess that's the association I have in my mind, but I really don't know what it is.
Little Lord Fauntleroy is a children's novel.
There you go.
So they were just playing? Oh, she was just saying because he's big.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But it don't say what it's about.
I'm sure it does if you ask it the right question.
Oh, maybe this little boy was spoiled? I don't know. Young Cedric Errol lives with his mother in genteel poverty after the death of their father.
Jesus. Doesn't sound like he's privileged at all.
Yeah, but he gets to inherit.
All right, I don't care about Little Lord
He gets to
Fauntleroy.
inherit the title Lord, Fauntleroy, and is the heir to the earldom and a vast estate.
So are you saying Fauntleroy or Fauntle
Fauntleroy. What you call it?
You're saying Fauntleroy.
How you say it?
Fauntle
Oh.
I don't know which was right. What do you think?
Fauntleroy.
You were saying Fauntleroy.
That's how I feel like that's how Betty Davis said it.
Okay.
Fauntleroy.
Yeah.
Fauntleroy. I don't
Fauntleroy.
like that something saying it like that bothers me in my mouth. I don't know what it is.
Fauntle?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like fondle.
I doubt it, but I don't know. Fauntleroy. I can't. It don't feel right when I say it like that.
Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Yeah. So yeah, she warns him, don't play any games with me because I want this man. And I'm on to your tricks.
Mind you, they have spent an hour together.
That we've seen.
Okay, yeah, it has been weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because the first date, well, no, actually. He comes the day he comes out of the room. I don't know. It's been a little bit, 2 days maybe.
He was at the train station too, though, when they got there.
Yeah, but okay. So you think he just been coming by? He probably has. He's a nice man.
All right, so now we get the doctor comes in. Shelley's like, I'm very busy trying to get rid of this guy. And then the doctor reveals.
Before the doctor comes in, he has the play in his hand and he's trying to, you can tell he's up to no good. He calls Lorraine and tells her to visit because he has a play that she'd be perfect for. Because when Maggie came in, she gave him the play to give to Kit Cornell. Then the doctor comes in.
Gave Jefferson's play.
Yes. So the doctor, what are you saying? He's trying to get help with this book. And he comes in and says...
Yeah, but now he comes in. This is when he reveals that he
Uh-huh.
got the charts mixed up and that
He can
everything's
walk.
fine. He can walk. Nothing's wrong with him at all. And now Whiteside leverages the doctor to lie and say that he's saying he'll help him with his book as long as he keeps up the facade
Charade,
that he
Can't
needs
walk.
to stay there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he also says, and I won't be able to help you because if I'm well, I have to leave and fulfill my contracts.
Oh, yeah. Then Miss Preen is there and he starts being real nice to her. And she starts acting real scared because he's being nice. I don't remember what this interaction was, but I wrote Miss Preen scared when he nice.
Say it again, Miss Preen, what?
Scared when he nice.
Scared when he nice.
When he nice.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I did lie. That's what he was calling Lorraine for, but he doesn't tell her that until she calls back. She has to call him back.
Okay.
And he's like, you have to come.
There's
visit.
a lot of nonstop phone action. When there's not two characters interacting in a scene, somebody's calling somebody else on the phone. There is almost nonstop dialogue the entire time.
Yeah.
There is no...
Well, you can...
There's hardly a
play, like
breath or a rest.
But it doesn't bother me that that it's really dialogue heavy and it doesn't go anywhere really.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if I would have enjoyed the play.
And the
guess I would have.
TCM intro that I saw, he said he recommends watching it with the captions on to be able to catch all the sharp, witty barbs.
Already ahead of him. So another reason he persuades Lorraine to come is he's saying that Bert Jefferson wants Cornell to play the lead and not her. So she'll have to persuade him in person. He's like, use your charms. And he also mentions that he's handsome. So
I don't remember what this was. Mr. and Mrs. Stanley tree in bedroom.
yeah, so it falls on them in the bedroom. The Christmas tree. He needed more
the
space
Christmas tree.
downstairs. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And he does get up at one point and walk around now that he knows he can, and he dances a little jig. And
This is a repeated gag of him getting up and then hurriedly trying to get back into the wheelchair when someone's about to enter the room.
Maggie comes back out and she apologizes for being so terse with him.
Oh, and so when the tree falls, he says something to them. He says, I've enriched your feeble life beyond your capacity to repay me.
You really like that?
Yeah.
So,
It reminded me of, there's a part in, Ghostbusters is 40 plus years after this, but there's a part where they ask Egon, the one that wears the glasses.
I'm sorry, you would never.
Harold Ramis.
Oh, okay. He got dark hair. He tall.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they ask him what's going on in a scene, and he says, I can't. I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought. And I remember thinking that was the funniest.
Why?
Line. I don't.
It doesn't sound funny.
It's funny.
He must give a funny delivery.
It's just when your reaction is to scream, and that
you mean me personally?
That is your expression of you are.
Me personally.
Yes, in the moment you are
a screamer. Yes.
Yes, but
not. No, hold on. Let's clarify for people. I'm not one of those annoying, can't stop screaming people. I give out.
Well, you don't know. You haven't been confronted with
a real life terrifying situation
that might elicit nonstop.
Okay,
screaming.
well, as far as I know, I'm not one of those crazy screamers who keeps going like that girl in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I scream once and then I'm done. Just so you know. Okay, carry on. My emotion or my first initial reaction is to scream, and
yes, and that reaction is akin to you're not thinking, you're just screaming, you're making a noise. That's like your body, you're listening, or you're listening to a noise, you're screaming, and also your mind is it's just a complete outburst. Yes. Right?
Yes.
Almost involuntary.
Yeah, like it is involuntary, Brendan.
So somebody instead of screaming when they're scared and instead plainly stating, I'm terrified beyond the capacity for rational thought.
That
yeah.
Is funny.
Okay.
I'm slow. You had to explain that.
Fauntle Roy.
He has some presents. One is from Gypsy Rose Lee. I know this name. I've looked this lady up before. I don't know why. Real person.
Another real person. There's something about he has to do my yogi exercises.
Yeah. He probably said that to tell the doctor to leave, I believe is
one of the excuses. Fend him off. And then somebody walks out of another room and they said, I just saw a penguin with a thermometer in its mouth.
The penguins aren't here yet?
Yeah, I thought they already got delivered before.
Miss Preen is probably the one who says, I just saw
the penguin with a thermometer in its mouth. Yeah, I thought so.
And he tells her to go entertain him and the doctor to feed him. Mm-hmm. Poor daughter, that poor man. Bless him. Now he's the one who definitely will get insulted and it goes over his head all the time.
So now we get a telephone call from Lorraine, I think. Is this when they talk to each other on the phone?
No. This was way back, though. She don't call again until she gets there. But go ahead. We could back up to the conversation.
Regardless. Yeah. Beverly Mann is getting better. Another actor getting better notices than her. You ever heard?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's lost terminology.
Notices?
Yeah.
Instead
of reviews or critiques.
I don't know. We're not in the Broadway world.
I mean, it was enough to where it stood out to me to where I wrote it down. They didn't say it in Marty Supreme.
That was 50s, not 40s.
No.
Full 11 years later.
Sorry, little Miss Fauntleroy. Maggie calls her the Countess de Cyanide.
Uh-huh.
She knows Whiteside back to front.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting there insisting, saying like, I make it a point of pride never to interfere in other people's lives.
Yes, so let's back up. You skipped some things I wanted to mention. So, Richard, why keep calling the man Richard? Bert Jefferson, the newspaper man, drops in and tells Maggie to come downtown with him to see the gift that he got for her. So she steps out. The son, Richard, comes in and he shows Whiteside his photographs. And Whiteside said he's really good and he shouldn't stick around here. He should take a trip across out of the country actually and just take photographs.
Oh, yeah.
The daughter comes home and she asks for his advice for relationship issues. The man she's in love with, Sandy, he's a union organizer at her dad's plant. I forgot what his factory. I forgot what he makes. And he's going to be leaving for Chicago for a year, so she needs to make a decision if they're going to get married tonight. But of course, like I said, the father wouldn't like him if he owns a factory and the guy's a union organizer. Harriet brings down her gift for Christmas. It's a picture of her. So he puts it in his
Harriet is the sister.
Yes, the eccentric sister of Mr. Stanley. He puts it in his little wheelchair holder compartment. So yeah, Maggie's picking up the package at a train depot with Bert, and it's a charm bracelet. He gave her some ice skates and what else? An arrow. He keeps dropping hints like he wants to get with her, wants to date her, marry her actually. He asked about kids and other stuff like that. Then we get Lorraine arriving at the depot, and she's going to take a taxi to the Stanley house.
Beverly shows up?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
So Lorraine arrives at the house, and Whiteside tells Lorraine that Bert is going to have to be persuaded to let her get the play. And then Maggie and Bert come back and interrupt. She's excited to show off her necklace, and she looks suspicious, and she's eyeing Whiteside like you said, she knows him back to front. Like, she knows he set something up. So Lorraine says she has to go, and she asks if she can drop Bert to downtown or wherever he's going. He was like, oh, I have my car. I'll drop you. And so she leaves with him. And yeah, she's on to Sherry. Oh, we haven't said that yet. Maggie calls Sheridan Sherry. A lot of people call him Sherry, actually. Yeah. Mr. Whiteside, if you don't know him.
I said Lorraine calls him Sherry, dear.
Yeah. So as Maggie is retelling him, I won't stand for your nonsense. I know why you brought her here. And the line you mentioned, he says, I make it a point to never interfere. What was it?
Yeah. Never interfere in other people's lives.
And when he's doing that, then the kids run downstairs thanking him for advice.
Yeah. You've changed everything. And they're happy as hell. And they're all packed up and like
running
leaving.
Away. Then.
Now Beverly shows up.
Yes.
My little magpie.
So he's also an actor like Lorraine.
Yeah.
He mentions Banjo, which is another friend we're going to meet later.
Yeah. Mag and Bev are talking. She's saying, oh, I'm in love for the first time in my life. How old is she in this movie, do you think?
In real life?
Is this an early role for Bette Davis?
No.
Where is this in the scope of her career?
She's established.
Okay.
I was just saying something about Ann Sheridan was always agreed with and told her she was right and asked for her advice to stay on her good side. He also brings gossip about Lorraine and Cedric Bottomley. This English man she's been chasing all over. That's why she's in Palm Beach now, because that's where he was.
Oh, yeah. This has been established too, kind of. It's neither here nor there when they first introduce it. But yeah, she's trying to wife up and be the sugar baby of some rich guy so she doesn't have to want for anything for the rest of her life. Maggie hatches a plan with Beverly. It's her idea though.
Yes.
And she entreats Beverly to impersonate Bottomley and comes up with this plan to cross up Sherry and Lorraine at the same time.
Yeah, because we didn't mention it, but Beverly does a great impression of Cedric Bottomley. He has a stutter. And she has a reason to get all this information to him during that time because the broadcast team has arrived because Mr. Whiteside has a broadcast. He's going on air later.
And this is from a time when it was more acceptable to tease people that had stutters by impersonating them.
I imagine so, yes.
So, 1941.
Banjo calls us.
Not making an excuse for Beverly, but.
Banjo, which is another friend, he calls also.
And now, I remember thinking this the first time too, and I'm like, I think I had more difficulty placing it for whatever reason last time. And this time I was like, oh yeah, I know, and that's got to be him. But then I still wasn't sure because it's been so long since I've seen it.
What?
He's from the Frosty the Snowman cartoon.
The voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And also, when I first hear his voice, I hear like that voice saying "ha cha cha," which I don't know if he said that in something, but I hear that in the.
You didn't hear him say it in this movie?
Did he?
I don't know.
He didn't. I don't
He
think.
was making all kind of crazy noises to me.
But he has a voice and he talks like this.
Yeah, like that. So Lorraine comes back to the house where Sheridan is, the Stanley house. She's all dressed up. And Maggie mentions, she asked if she knew that Bert had written a play, and she feigns ignorance. She was like, no, I didn't know that at all. And while this is happening, the phone rings.
Mm-hmm. I have a note here that there's a real fire going on in the fireplace.
Oh, you could tell?
Yeah, just especially nowadays, I feel like everything is a digital fire and they don't use real fire in anything, it seems like.
Oh, okay.
Like even in the new Avatar, the fire usage in there.
Wait, what about it
in
not the Stuntman? What's the thing Ryan Gosling was in?
Dr. Stuntman.
Fall Man, Fall Guy.
Cool name for it, yeah.
You don't think that was a real fire?
No, I think it was, but it just seeing a nice big fire in a fireplace.
It was so warm and cozy, it really did.
Yes, now we get the phone call of Beverly playing Cedric Bottomley. Cedric, okay.
And what is he saying?
I didn't write down any of what Beverly says exactly because I didn't want to be tempted to try to duplicate it for fear of
incurring my wrath. What?
No, I don't know. Is that a sensitive thing if you
I don't know.
Do a stutter if you don't have one? If I attempted to stutter,
more people than offensive? Not consider it offensive. Although you're not.
You're sure that more people than not would consider it offensive if I imitated a stutter?
Yeah. You don't think so?
Even if I was just trying to replicate what Beverly
that's
does?
That's not necessary. That was what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like it's strenuous.
So, regardless of anybody doing a stutter, Lorraine, throughout the phone call, hates this stutter.
Yes,
she is yelling at him, and
I will say though, wait, before you get on Lorraine's case, she's testy with a lot of people. When Cassette was doing her nails and she kept fucking up, she was being pretty harsh too.
This is in the midst of him playing at proposing marriage to her.
Yeah.
And she's like, will you stop that?
And she was like, I've been waiting so long to hear this, but in between she kissed. Mm-hmm. That's so funny.
And also, I was surprised by this because I would have thought there would have been more strict rules against it back then, even if, there's no swearing or anything. She's got no bra on for from now until the end of the movie.
I wonder if that's just something guys noticed right away because it didn't cross my mind to look at her chest. But I told you about Lana Turner. She was known as a sweater girl. She didn't wear a bra.
But if she's wearing a sweater, that's thicker material. She's wearing You
didn't see Ann Sheridan's nipples, did you?
Yeah, you could see them. I mean, it wasn't a transparent top, but it was like a silk top that she's wearing.
Well, maybe they hadn't invented those nipple covers yet. I think they had.
It didn't seem like they were concerned about it at all. But yeah, and she's her hand is always around and gesturing around her chest too.
I didn't notice that at all.
And then she calls Cosette.
Yes,
immediately.
Her French maid, who's back at, I just want to say, the hotel in this made-up town is called the Mansion House, and I like that name.
It should be noted, too, that Bertram was giving Beverly a ride to the train station or something. Yes, to interview
him as well.
So the entire time when Beverly's on the phone, Bertram is pacing around outside the phone booth.
Watching him make these crazy faces.
Yeah. Although apparently they were completely soundproof back then because he can't hear anything because he definitely would have been able to be like, yeah, he was in there doing a funny voice and stuttering.
Yeah. So she calls Cassette.
Yeah. Has her arrange for them to fly to South Carolina.
And send telegrams to a lot of people announcing their
yeah.
engagement, and they all say, I wanted you to know first, and it's multiple people.
Yeah. And also, I guess I wouldn't have thought
What?
commercial airlines would. I mean, they must have been big right away in the 40s in 1941.
Yeah, you're right.
I wouldn't think
She could just get a plane that quick out of there.
Yeah, that you would just hang up the phone and then call back and be
remember, Maggie helps her look up the schedules, and she was like, if not, I could drive you to Cleveland. So at least Cleveland had it going on back then.
Yeah. But
this seems like a small town, so I don't know. Please, we got to play along. She tells Sherry she has to leave. She's been proposed to. He insults her and saying that's why Cornell continues to be the first lady of the theater. And yeah, she tells the maid to pack up, send the telegrams.
And he doesn't know precisely what, but nothing about this is sitting right with him. You can tell right away.
He's
he
like,
knows something's
strange.
off about the whole thing, but he doesn't know what. But he doesn't assert anything to her.
He
He's
just
taking it in stride,
watching.
and he's just waiting for something to surface or for him to pick out.
So Bert comes back and he tells Maggie to show off the charm bracelet that he got her. And then he mentions that he was at the train depot.
Did Whiteside do something to it, or he added something to it?
Oh, no, the manufacturer had extra charms apparently. And added words to the quote that Bert had engraved on the back of the charms that he did pick out intentionally.
Okay. I thought I missed something.
No, Whiteside had nothing to do with it. So he mentions he was at the depot and he saw Beverly in the phone booth making a bunch of faces. And Maggie tries to get him to shut up. She keeps telling him to pour the drinks and stop talking.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, hey," and I don't know who this guy is, who this actor was, but he has the traditional, when you think of an old-timey movie, like the old-timey actor voice.
Okay.
Like Jimmy Stewart had it, but he had his own very distinct voice.
Okay.
Like in the midst of his delivery, but it's the, "Oh, gee, golly whiz," kind of this and that and everything. There was a very static, like homogenized delivery that a lot of actors had from this era of filmmaking. Yeah, it's I think a byproduct of the stage screen crossover stuff, because stage
unless
acting
you had a very distinct voice like what we've been seeing Banjo and other people, you need to be the middle of the road.
Well, and also just that the act of like projecting and going to the back of the playhouse instead of people that started experimenting with form and format and sound. I mean, changed the way that acting is done entirely. Anyways, that's how Bert is. He's like, "Oh, gee, everybody, I'll make the Jefferson special."
He seems innocent.
Yeah,
is a word I would use, especially if a woman was trying to seduce him. Like he wouldn't pick up on it right away.
Yeah, it's like the Leave It to Beaver mentality. Sherry also when he was getting annoyed at everybody, at Lorraine leaving and all of a sudden, and he's just getting the more annoyed he gets and the more he's not getting his way, he's like, "Oh, I have a headache." And and then suddenly when Bert reveals all this stuff about, "Oh yeah, Mr. Beverly was in a phone booth for a long time," he's like,
because he had just did it at the house for them. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "A phone booth, you say?"
So he calls the operator.
Well, he's like, "Yes, I'll take a Jefferson special." He's like, "Oh, my headache is gone with the wind." So he, calls the operator, verifies that no calls have come in from South Carolina, disproves all of the Bottomley stuff, and then he tells Lorraine. She says, "Oh no, all those telegrams." She's yelling at Cosette.
"You fool.
You
Don't
French moron."
So she's walking and pacing. She was like, "Why would Beverly do this? Why?" And then eventually
they have a rivalry between them, like prior to this.
Yeah, that's why he was saying your friend Beverly got better notices. And Beverly, when he gets there, he's bragging about how busy he's been writing stuff and acting, as opposed to Lorraine when she said she couldn't get a play. So she's pacing and eventually she has a thought. She turns to Maggie and she says, "Yes, my dear, what a nice bracelet. It'll be something to remember him by." just saying that she's going to take her man. And Bert comes out with the drinks and Maggie runs out very dramatically. That looked old timey to me too.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, I guess it's just something that would have been accepted at the time.
What?
She just accepts
Defeat before it even happens.
She doesn't talk. She doesn't talk to Bert.
It's the first time
nothing.
she's been in love, I guess, and so I don't know.
She has a deference to Lorraine. She thinks that she's a glamorous actress or something. So I guess the presentation here is
she's supposed to be a little homely.
She thinks she wouldn't have a chance, so she just withdraws. So she storms out, and then
crying.
Bert's like, "Oh, Maggie, where are you going? Oh."
He done chase after her very hard.
He puts down the tray and the drinks spill a little bit, and then he just goes into the corridor, and I don't think he even go outside.
No, he turns around.
Yeah.
He's like in disbelief. I'm like, duh, you supposed to follow her. And the broadcast is happening. The young dude who's setting up was making eyes at Lorraine. All kind of traffic is coming through. There's going to be a boys' choir. The Penguins have escaped. Then during all this, the parents come down and start yelling at Whiteside about interfering with the kids because now one of them must have left a letter or something because they're holding it in their hands when they come down. So they are pissed at Whiteside.
Yeah, and what is it? The son joined the military? And
no, he's just going to hop a train and travel around the world.
Okay, and the daughter's marrying the union organizer.
Yeah, she's about to elope. So it's the next morning because it was Christmas Eve now.
And they basically the radio broadcast starting from the Sheridan's
living room
shuts down everybody coming out because once the broadcast starts, everybody quiets down and it's like cream of mush brings you Sheridan Whiteside.
So it's the next day now, so it's Christmas, and they're just a quick clip of the help talking to the kitchen about everyone's situation, and they're saying, "You don't think Mr. Whiteside had anything to do with it, do you?" And they're like, "Can't be, because he has them fooled as well. Like, he likes them, so he's been being nice to them."
Mm-hmm.
But she mentions that the daddy made it to Chicago, was on his way to Chicago to try to stop the daughter from getting married. And then Maggie comes downstairs and what'd you say she says to Whiteside?
I think he addresses her maybe, or maybe she just says, "I'm leaving," like, or "I quit." And Sherry's like, "You're annoyed." He can tell she's bothered.
Yeah, because
he knows he did wrong.
He's doing her last. She's leaving, like she said. She's doing the last little secretary stuff to get him settled, giving him his keys for his apartment in New York.
And he's trying to be himself, and he says something. He makes a joke, and he then says something to her about not laughing about it. Like, didn't write down what he said, so I don't know. And she says, "I wish I had a laugh left in me." Very completely defeated and deflated.
And Bert comes and he's all happy. And he's like, "Where were you?" Me and Lorraine stayed up all night at the diner or something, talking or working on the play. And she has a cabin in Lake Placid that she's going to take him to work on it.
And having had the captions on, it did say when he enters, before he even talks, in brackets, it said,
what does it say?
Drunkenly.
Oh, he was supposed to be drunk?
Mm-hmm. Apparently.
Oh, well, he played it very mild to me.
Yeah.
So the doctor also has come in during this time, is still trying to get that play read, and he keeps asking what's going on. So Bert takes the doctor into the kitchen to have some breakfast I'm sure at Whiteside's urging. Harriet comes down. She asked if Whiteside has opened the gift that she gave him. Oh, it wasn't a picture before. This is when he opens the thing to see her picture. She just shared the album with him before. He hadn't kept anything of hers yet.
Yeah.
So he opens it, and it's a picture of her when she was younger. And he stares at it because
22 years old.
He knows her face. And then he puts it in the side compartment. Doorbell rings a lot. He's yowling or yelling at Miss Supreme to come answer the door. And it's Banjo.
Mm-hmm. Ha-cha-cha.
And he's a womanizer. And he sweeps the nurse off her feet. She's not enjoying it, but he's acting like he's in love with her, and she's very bothered.
"I'll get the hot blood pumping through your varicose veins."
So he says he wants to go to Nova Scotia to get over some lady, and he asks where Maggie is, and he says working. And then Whiteside gets out of the chair and starts pacing, and he tells Banjo he's mad at Maggie, tells him the whole situation about how she's in love and how he was trying to ruin it because he didn't believe her, so he thought he was doing what was best for her.
Calls Banjo, does he call Banjo or somebody else? He calls him a mental delinquent.
Yeah. He tells Sarah, because Sarah brings out Whiteside a special dessert she's made for him, and he steals it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Don't worry, Sarah. He's harmless. He's just a mental delinquent." Yeah.
Bum bums.
But before that, he tells Banjo that Lorraine just happened to show up, and Banjo also knows that Whiteside is devious. He was like, "I doubt it. You probably did that." So he was like, "I just need help thinking about how to get Lorraine out of here." So she leaves Jefferson alone. Banjo's first thought was, "Hey, what about that guy, Cedric Bottomley? We could send a telegram pretending it's us."
Comes up with the same
not
plan
as good
that Maggie had.
Yeah, not as convincing. But he's like, "Nope, we already tried that," and Lorraine caught on. So yeah, he dances into the kitchen with Sarah. Miss Preen comes out of the room with a suitcase packed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you write down what she said by chance?
I didn't write down all of it, but essentially she goes into a quick history of why she got into nursing, because she wanted to care for the world and to contribute and help humankind. And after spending 3 weeks with you, I'm going to work in a munitions factory.
Anything I can to end the human race. She also said something about if Florence Nightingale would have nursed him, she would have. Did she say become an axe murderer? What did she say?
Yeah, I didn't write that down either.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stanley comes back. He has June. He caught her in time. The son was apprehended in Toledo, so he's on his way back as well. And he has some sheriffs with him, and he tells Whiteside that he has 15 minutes to get out of his house, or he's going to have the sheriffs throw him out. Banjo goes to say hello to Maggie. Maggie runs to his arms and cries. Then we have Richard being brought home by one of the officers.
I wrote down, I don't know who said it, if it was Banjo or somebody else. They said, I don't have your, or maybe it was Miss Preen.
What'd she say?
They said, I don't have your gift for invective, which I meant to look up. I think that's...
Miss Preen said it?
I don't know who said it. I wrote it down
like
as a quote.
Something he will say, since he's not a big word, but you know what I mean. Insulting, abusive, or highly critical language.
Yeah. And I also wrote down ants in your glance. Somebody said that too.
It had to be Banjo.
In your glance.
Had to be Banjo saying something to Lorraine, maybe. I don't know.
You've got ants in your glance.
Or Whiteside, I don't know. Or to the Miss Preen. You know, he was harassing her. So Lorraine drops in and says she's going to have Christmas breakfast with Sherry. And Maggie's can hear. She compliments the play, how nice it is. Maggie, she comes out for the broadcast schedule because she's doing a little bit last minute work. And she goes back into the room. And a Christmas gift for Whiteside arrives. It's a Egyptian mummy case.
Yeah, like a tomb, like a big stone sarcophagus.
Yeah. Mr. Stanley comes down. He said, "You still have 5 minutes, Mr. Whiteside." Like he is not fucking around. We missed also, it's not important, but when he was having lunch with the Asian men, or maybe it was the convicts. It was the Asian men. The phone bill, he had ran up a hefty sum on a long distance phone bill.
$700.
Yeah, and Mr. Whiteside was like, "How much is it? You shouldn't be stuck with that." And he tells him the price, and then he says,
I'll have my lawyer deduct it from the $150,000 I'm suing you for.
Yeah, so he's been running this man ragged. He is at wit's end. Wit's end? No,
yeah,
plural.
I'm at my wit's end.
Wit's
it's wit
end.
apostrophe yes.
Yeah. So Lorraine's being dramatic, doing a little monologue like she's on stage, and Whiteside and Banjo were just listening to her. So she steps inside the mummy case. And as soon as she does that, they both look at each other and get a look in their eyes, and then she steps out. So Whiteside convinces her she was playing a very beautiful scene. She should redo it again. So she does, and she steps back into the mummy case.
He says something flattering too, of just like, "You're a vision in that tomb," something like that.
So when she steps in this time, Banjo goes to close the door, but she steps out before he even moves it. So she's still oblivious. And then she does the scene one more time.
Yeah, she's like, "You're joshing me."
She says that. She says, Josh.
Yeah.
She does it one last time, and this time Banjo snaps it closed right away. And she's banging. And that's the last we hear of her banging.
And
it's
again,
like she just
apparently
gives up.
Soundproof also. Yeah.
Strange. So she's running around again doing last minute secretary stuff. She wasn't out there when Lorraine got slammed into the case. You know what I mean? Shut into the case. She's cleaning out his wheelchair compartment. She asks if he wants to keep the picture, the one that Harriet Stanley gave him. And he says, yeah, I'll keep it. And he finally has an idea right now, a realization.
Mm-hmm. This is when Mr. Stanley is like, "Your time is up." And he's like, "Oh, really?" And then he does the big reveal that Harriet Stanley was Harriet Sedley. And I didn't write down the whole thing.
There's a jingle.
Yeah, it says like, "Killed her mother with 40 whacks and killed her father with 41."
Yeah, it was a rhyme. So Bert comes and says he wants to apologize. He comes out the kitchen. And Maggie's like, "Lorraine is gone. I'll make sure Kit reads it." So she's all happy.
This
again.
is the madcap, like, closing out every storyline in 4 minutes, basically.
Yeah, so Whiteside starts listing more threats. He asks Sarah and the butler if they want to come to New York and be his help. They say yes. And he said, "I'd like to hear that your children are settled in the future."
Well, Mr. Stanley's like, "You can't take my cook and my butler. They've been with us for 10 years. And he says, "I'm commuting their sentence."
Yeah. He says all the animals are his to keep. The penguins, the octopus. He names other stuff that we didn't even see.
Somebody tries to give something to Banjo or write something down for Banjo, and he says, "Don't bother, I can't read."
Yeah, what was it?
I don't remember.
He leaves. That's it. He's giving Maggie his blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's leaving. He's outside on the stairs. Miss Roosevelt calls. The wife picks up and she's like, "My husband didn't vote for your husband, but I did." And so she calls out to Whiteside because that's who she's calling for.
And she says, "I'd love to vote for him again."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and so Banjo's going to Nova Scotia. He said he'll feed her some salmon and ship her back, Lorraine. So as he's on the step, he looks up into the sky and he's waving at Banjo, who's waving back from the plane. As soon as she says, calls out about Eleanor Roosevelt, he turns around and then he slips on the ice. He's hurt himself again. So everybody's rushing out to pick him up again. He's calling out for Miss Preem.
Yeah.
How bad
Miss
he said. At every turn, he
Preem.
insulted that lady and said she shouldn't be in the nursing profession. And he's been calling out for her like crazy. How much? Oh. And then he tells Mrs. Stanley, "I'm suing you for $350,000 this time."
And the phone is left off the hook and it goes back into somebody impersonating Eleanor Roosevelt, being like, "Hello, is anybody there?"
Oh dear, I think Sherry's something.
Yeah. And so if this was...
And the father's banging his head on the mantelpiece because he can't do it again.
This is 1941,
Yeah.
so this would have been when FDR
Was actually
went for the third
Oh,
term.
that was a joke. I'd like to vote for him again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be seeing history repeat itself very soon.
I hope you're joking. Haven't been. I stopped to contain no more updates. So, any favorite scenes? Although, you know what I mean. It must be dialogue because all the scenes were the
whole
same.
movie is one
One
scene,
scene,
pretty much,
basically, yeah.
outside of the sweet
Train
potatoes
depot
ice skating.
And ice skating, yep. I don't know. I enjoyed it all. It was a good time.
And what's the name of the actor who plays
Whiteside?
Monty
Woolley.
Monty Woolley.
Yeah.
A
I'm sorry?
latecomer to acting.
I believe
he's a
so.
professor
I believe
first.
so, yeah.
Professor, just like you.
Uh-huh. So, Brittany scale. Time for that. Brittany scale is a rating system we use here. Comprised. Oh, actually, I don't know if that's the right word to use here. So I'm just going to say made up of common words that I use to describe anything. Food, movies, anything, anything in life. So from worst to best, it is bad, okay, regular, decent, and good.
And fine.
We're not adding that.
Acceptable.
Unless I put it before regular. Bad, okay, fine, regular, decent,
Normal.
good. Anyway, I'm giving this between decent and good. I love this movie.
I'd give it a good.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
Yeah. I the only reason I'm not is just little stupid stuff like that octopus shot, like that bothered me. That was not necessary. It just looked super fake. Do you know what I mean?
That's good. There were real penguins in it.
Yes, there were. But anyway, it's just just real dumb stuff I'm nitpicking, which I shouldn't, because I should suspend belief, but very, very close to good. And depending on what day I watch it, maybe good. You know what I mean? It gets better every time. So next time, if we ever review it again, I'll be like, yeah, this is real good.
There's only...
What?
There was only one black guy in the whole movie.
The taxi driver? Yeah. Why?
Small grouping of Chinese men.
Yeah, that's something. Oh, when they did a little slapstick comedy, I guess, was that? When Mr. Stanley walks in and they stand up and bow and he bows and everybody's bowing. Oh my God. It's a good time.
Ha-cha-cha.
He bothers me. That is too much for me. Not badly, Banjo's character, but something about him. I couldn't be around him for a long time.
Just a big personality
Yeah,
like that. I
guess.
feel that doesn't
Don't what?
mesh with you at all
Why?
socially. Like,
It's like they're invading my space. What are you saying?
I don't know. That seems like the personality type that would annoy you the most.
But like his voice is too obtrusive. I don't know what it is. Hopefully I'll never experience anything like it. So we have one more movie left for the month of December with the theme It Happened Around Christmas, and it is... Are you really blanking? Wow.
I didn't know
Wow.
you were gonna...
The Long Kiss Goodnight from 1996. Starring Lawrence Fishburne and Gina Davis.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry.
Wow.
No, Samuel L. Jackson.
Wow.
You know I'm cutting that.
Nope.
There's no way. That was my black card. If
Should be embarrassed.
I am.
Nope. Oh, wowee. Wow. Woo, what a finale. Trying to put me on the spot when I thought you were going to launch into it.
The Long Kiss Goodnight from 1996, starring Samuel L. Jackson and Gina Davis. This has been Black and White Movie Night. I'm black.
I'm white.
You're wrong.
Wrong.
I'm right. Oh, yeah. You don't want to mess it up now. I'm a pro.
Black and white. Black and white.